ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ọlọ́pọlọ pípé ọ̀mọ̀wé ń bẹ àgbẹ̀ ń bẹ iṣẹ́ ọnà ń bẹ kákónimọ́ra ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ni kákọ́nilé káyénisí iṣẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni ká sọ̀rọ̀ tútù tó yọbi lápò ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ọlọ́pọlọ pípé ọ̀mọ̀wé ń bẹ àgbẹ̀ ń bẹ lọ. Òwe ìwúrí ọmọ Yorùbá ló pa. Bọ́rọ̀ bá sọnù òwe la fi wá. Àkàlò èdè ńkọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ló lò. Ibi gíga. Ibi gíga gíga lọ́mọ Yorùbá yóò máa lọ. Ibi gíga gíga lẹ́tí máa rọ́mọ Yorùbá. Ibi gíga gíga lẹ́tí máa rọ́mọ Yorùbá. Adéwálé fún wa ibi gíga dàńkọ́jọ́ 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 ibi gíga dàńkọ́ṣù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o iwájú iwájú lójúgun ń gbé. Òkè níjọ́ òkè 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 lẹ́yìn fún òkè.
A very good afternoon and welcome once again to our usual conversation. We do apologize. We are about 20 minutes behind schedule this afternoon. Mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí a tútù láǹfààní àti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ máa wò live àtàwọn tó máa tún wò. My name is Olayomi Koiki, and I'm one out of so many Yorubas that believe that as millions of us might disagree, that the time for the Yoruba to stand on their own, and likewise millions of us that also say it is time, that we decide our fate. And what is that fate? Our fate that says that we've been part of Nigeria project for a very long time. A very, very long time. We've been that project of Nigeria. When Nigeria was created, we were not alive. But we've been told so many things that we can also verify to say, yes, Nigeria was created on our behalf in 1914. And after 1914, so many things happened. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ that played out after 1914. So many things happened. But we've been able to work very hard to start putting the dots one at a time. By so many of us, not just myself, millions of Nigerians also know what I'm talking about, that Nigeria was created on our behalf. Wọ́n pinlẹ̀ Nigeria lórí wa ni, kò ń ṣe pé àwọn baba ńlá wa ló jókòó papọ̀ síbì kan ló wá sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká pera wa ní Nàìjíríà. Kò ń ṣe pé àwọn baba ńlá wa ni wọ́n papọ̀ ló jókòó ní 1914 ló wá sọ pé ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire tá à ń jẹ́ yẹn kò wù wá mọ́, kò dá mọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí orúkọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò nínú orúkọ yẹn ká wá wọnú Nàìjíríà. It was not our great-great-grandfather that made that decision. So ẹ jẹ́ kí yẹn kọ́kọ́ máa yé wa nígbàkigbà tí ẹ bá ń disagree pẹ̀lú wa pé we are Nigerians. Mo kí gbogbo wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, mo kí yín pẹ̀lú tìfẹ́tìfẹ́, mo kí yín ní ti ọmọlúàbí. From wherever you are watching, from wherever you are at this present time of this global world that we are living, And we are not going to be here forever, whether we like it or not. We have seen great people, we have seen powerful people. We have witnessed so many names that have come and they've gone, even inside the country called Nigeria. But one thing they never told us is there was nothing called Nigeria before 1914. There was nothing called Nigeria. So if anybody says, I am a Nigerian, the question is, who were you before 1914? Not presently you, because Amaja àwọn bàbá ńlá wa níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. So tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá ní, I'm a Nigerian, I love to be Nigerian. Ìbéèrè tá a máa wá bí wọ́n ni pé, what about those our great grandmothers? Níbo la máa fà wọ́n yẹn sí? Because if you're saying you're a Nigerian, then we should also be able to reverse back and ask those questions. Ṣáwa la decide pé a fẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà àbí àwọn ẹ̀yà kan ló make a decision yẹn on our behalf, and they're still making that decision in 21st century. People say we've got independence. I said, okay, that's fine. It's just that we don't have good leaders. That's fine. But I want us to first find out the foundation of Nigeria. Ìpìlẹ̀ Nigeria gangan. Àwọn wo ló jókòó? Who are those that took that decision in 1914 to decide to change these beautiful Yoruba people and the other tribes that was just living maybe some few meters close proximity with each other, but not literally mean that we were Nigerian before 1914. Olúkálùkù ló di territory ẹ̀ mú. I took you down to Grand Bazaar in Turkey. It's one of the oldest markets. Wọ́n nítorí pé ó jẹ́ a very old market. Kọ́ wá pè ní orúkọ ẹ̀yà míì. So when people say, because we have been Nigerians, we understand there was a slave trade, we understand there was a lot of issues then, but let us forgo that and move forward and try to save Nigeria. And this is where the problem is. They've been trying to save Nigeria even after 1914. They've tried to save Nigeria after the 1960 independence that gave us something different from what we are practicing now today. Because what we are practicing today is literally different from what even our great-grandfather fought for that took them to that independence from Lancaster House. And even we now know that there was a fraud in that 1959 election that led to the 1960 election. But all these, a lot of people don't want to listen to that anymore. Oh, no, let's forgo all that. We are now Nigerians. We have a green passport. We have the Naira. We have our politician. We have the federal. We have the state. We have the local government. We have the political party. Let us work with it and try to fix Nigeria so that Nigeria can be great. And yes, some people tried it. Millions of people tried it. A lot of them died trying to fix Nigeria. And as we are speaking right now, more millions of Nigerians are trying to fix Nigeria, especially our politicians. Wọ́n believe pé àwọn làwọn mọ̀ tán, àwọn làwọn mọ̀ láti lè tọ́jú Nigeria, tí Nigeria máa fi jẹ́ in tó máa wà very good country for every Nigerian, regardless of who you are, of your ethnic background. But what they never told you is there is another set of people that are now trying to overrun us if care is not taken. If we close our eyes, by the time you wake up, you will not even belong to that Nigeria anymore. So those of you that say we love Nigerian, it's just a matter of time for you to understand that that even name Nigeria will no longer be Nigeria after those terrorists have been able to invade every part of Nigeria. They just need a bit of more time. And that is the time that we don't want to give them. And that is why we are saying self-determination. We are not secessionists as it's being called by the mainstream media and the print media in Nigeria. It is called self-determination, and it is allowed. Even United Kingdom, Great Britain, after 35 years union with the European Union, they decided that no, it was more than enough. They don't want to be part of that union anymore. And that is why they left EU. Do you know why? So that they can control their borders, they can control the economy, and they will not allow anybody to dictate to them. So if those of you watching us right now thinking that it's because, oh, we don't like a political party, no. It's because we don't want anybody to dictate to us as Yoruba people. Dictate among ourselves. We will disagree, we will agree, but we will make sure that it's a system that is working for every single Yoruba sons and daughters, just like the American Come First. A citizen of America will be rescued wherever they are around the world, regardless of whatever crime they've committed. But so many of you that are still Nigerians cannot even be rescued inside a Nigeria of today. I can see my sister on Instagram. I'm not going to mention her name, but we use so much of her music. Debanoti Olododo. Olododo. I just spot her on Instagram. A very good afternoon. We are not the terrorists. We are not the one that wants to destroy Nigeria. Nigeria has been destroyed as far back as 1914. They thought they would salvage Nigeria as it was going into that independence, but they throw everything into the mud. And they started creating more states. They created more local government. But all that did not rectify the problem of Nigeria as we speak today. Today is the 17th of December 2021. The local time here in London is 1:30 p.m. Nigeria, as it is 1 hour ahead. But there was nothing called Nigeria before 1914. It was all put together for the economic reason of Great Britain. It's simple as that. And they told us that it was a pilot scheme. Pilot scheme. Okay, we're going to try this television. We will see if it works. But that TV, I want to make sure that my head, I can put my head in there and then my head will come out in your house. Maybe it's going to be possible or not. Then we will try it. A Nigeria project was from 1914 to 2014. It was 100 years. And they never knew that after 100 years, there will still not be any unity among us. Oh yes, people say we have, my friend is an Hausa man. I don't dispute that. People say my friend is a Fulani man. I don't dispute that. People say my friend is a Igbo man. I don't dispute that. People say my friend is from Ishekiri. But let us stand independent and then keep that your friend as it is. Because me, I don't want to be the friend of those that are killing us and will not allow us to prosper as the Yoruba people. I don't want to be part of that friendship. I have lived in UK for 20-something years. Does not mean that I would agree with everything that this country is doing. But I have to accept it because this is my present destination. This is my present location. But the only thing is, I am not being killed as my own original country, where you cannot even speak. You cannot even make decisions that will make your life better. All the decision is in the hands of few people that think they are more better off. And then when you speak, you become a threat to them. Mo rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti wọlé mo kí gbogbo yín. Àwọn ọ̀nà afẹ́bàjọbàjà, we don't have the means to fight the government. But on this social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on the Mixed LR, we will tell the whole world that we want to be free people. We don't want to be that cold country. Look, I know there are so many countries that are doing business with Nigeria for their own selfish interest. It's as simple as that. Not literally me pé àwọn tó ń bá wa ṣòwò is for the interest of the Yoruba. The Yoruba must come first. I will not sit here and say, we can fight the government. No, the government, But what we are saying is, let the government give us opportunity to take our campaign into all the villages, into all the rural areas, and explain to our people why we should not be part of Nigeria. It's just as simple as that. We are not asking for more. But we have a lot of, educated Nigerians that will now say to you, okay, you have a point, but why should we go back to where we were before? So why should we allow where we were before, as if it's nothing? So alat ibi tá ti ń bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ká sọ yẹn nù, ká gbàgbé ẹ̀, history ká kàn gbàgbé ẹ̀. Then we forgo and forge with a new Nigeria. You are all telling lies to yourself. It doesn't matter whether you live in Nigeria, whether you are outside Nigeria. You are all deceiving yourself because the world has maneuvered, and we are now telling everybody that we were never Nigerians in the first place. You held Nnamdi Kanu there in Abuja. You wanted him, you got him now. And you think the Biafra will just go quiet. No. You've held Chief Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic. You think everything will go quiet. It hasn't gone quiet. You've held Omoyele Sowore in Abuja, and yet it hasn't gone quiet. Let me show you this video of the interview which I just picked up from Sowore's page. This was an interview when they were campaigning. A lot of Nigerians did not believe him then. Yeah, they thought, why should we believe you? Why should you be the one to become our president? When he was campaigning. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to use our brother Mass Beria. They are on a what they call Yoruba Nation House-to-House Awareness at Osun State Village. Let's see if the signal is good. The signal is dropping from their end. So that you can, this is what we want the government to allow us to do. Okay, if I say Nigeria is not working, say Nigeria is shining. So why does the government need to run after me because I say Nigeria is not working? If Nigeria was truly working, an average Nigerian knows that Nigeria is working. So let's see if we can pick up the signal from them. So let's turn the camera for those of you that are watching
house to house awareness. A ti wà ní Ọ̀ṣun state báyìí, ìkọ́nà àwọn ìgbèríko Ọ̀ṣun state lára báyìí. Bí a ṣe ń lọ láti ìlú kan sí ìlú kan láti lè máa ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fáwọn ìyá àti bàbá wa tí wọ́n wà nílé tó wà lóko tó wà lódò. So ẹ jẹ́ bá wa ṣe ẹ̀ program kí gbogbo àgbáyé lè láǹfààní láti lè máa mọ nǹkan tó lọ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kí a tó tẹ̀síwájú ká máa fi orin tí ta fẹ́ jẹ́ kí gbogbo èèyàn kọ́ gbọ́ sí fi dá wa lára yá.
A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun, ẹ sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì wọn. Ẹ sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì wọn, ẹ ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́, iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe yóò easy. They are not committing any crime. They are just doing the needful, the right thing.
No going back.
So that is Mass Beria. I'm sure you all remember him. You know him. This is what we are saying.
Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ìgbígbà ló máa jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ àbálùbẹ́ni kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣàwátì. Ẹ bá a ṣe program kó lọ viral dáadáa. Ẹ bá a sọ sábì máa bí TV ní YouTube wa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ jẹ́ kó go viral. Kó go viral. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, ojú tẹ fi ń wò wá ò ní fọ́. Etí tẹ fi ń gbọ́ wá ò ní di. Àdúrà wa gbà ní ṣàṣetì. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá a máa gbà nílọ́run àtàlàfíà.
sọba ti flag page kẹ́ ká máa mọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, house to house awareness lọ́sùn state ibẹ̀ la fún bàbá yìí. Láti sọ fún wa pé bí náà ò bá tán lásán, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò tán lè kọ́ ló gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ yìí wá. Àwọn ò ní gbà ìlú wa ni a máa gba ẹ̀tọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn amúnisìn a máa bọ́ lóko ẹrú lágbàdo.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ̀rí pé kò sí ìbọn lọ́wọ́ wọn nísìnyí, kò sáàdá lọ́wọ́ wọn, kò sí kùmọ̀. All they have there is just house to house campaign.
Ògùn pọ̀.
And this is what we want everybody. Shall you went one day? Make sure just as mass burial and as you can see, they have not committed any crime. They are not doing anything. Anything. And they neglect the fires and the neglect and the flyers and everything that they have there, and just to tell the world that this is what we want. Ẹ support wọn, ẹ pè wọ́n, ìtẹ̀bá ní number mass burial, ẹ support wọn. This is what we are telling every organization to go into now, from Ìlànà to Yoruba to YSM to Global Directory. Gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ ẹgbẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá wa tẹ leaflet, ẹ bá wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tẹ banner, káwọn èèyàn máa lọ sí ilé sílé, kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀. Kí politician kankan máa sọ fún wa pé 2023 is where we need to go. We are not interested in any election anymore.
Àrùn tí ò gbóògùn lọ́lọ́run á bá a jogún fún wọn.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó wà on the ground. I'm not aware of this before, but when I saw it, I thought it would be nice to just bring it on the broadcast here, and we can also appreciate them. And that is what we are doing. So I appreciate one. No going back.
Sunday Adeyemo is another saviour.
Ẹ bá lọ sórí péjì wọn, ẹ rí nọ́mbà wọn níbẹ̀. Ẹ bá wa pè wọ́n, ẹ appreciate wọn. Iṣẹ́ kan ṣe is not easy. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ pé ṣé because they are scared. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nàìjíríà ti dà wá. Nàìjíríà ti fọ́ wa jẹ. Àwọn náà ti padà lẹ́yìn wọn, omi ló máa gbé wọn lọ. Ẹgbẹ́ yìí, Nàìjíríà ti dà wá, Nàìjíríà ti fọ́ wa jẹ. Àwọn náà ti padà lẹ́yìn wọn, omi ló máa gbé wọn lọ.
And this is ẹ̀yin náà wo environment nípa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ń dé. Environment ẹ̀ lè fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wò. Ẹ̀yin ẹ máa wo environment yẹn, ẹ máa wo this is the same life táwọn èèyàn wá ń gbé. This is the kind of life that ní shop yẹn ọwọ́ nísìnyí kò sí ná ẹwọ àwọn bàbá wa
padà lẹ́yìn wọn omi ló máa gbé wọn lọ. Nàìjíríà ti dà wá, Nàìjíríà ti fọ́ wa jẹ.
Àwa náà ti padà lẹ́yìn wọn omi ló máa gbé wọn lọ. Kábíyèsí bàbá mi, bàbá àwa tí rí níbí báyìí. Bàbá mi, àwa ni ọmọlẹ́yìn Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho Òòṣà.
Iṣẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú.
Bàbá mi, tí ẹ̀yin náà bá wò sá.
Ọ̀rọ̀ wo gbàjókòó bàbá?
No, bàbá lè wò pé ká jókòó. Tí a bá dẹ̀ ní àlè jókòó, á dàbí àfojúdi. Ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ọmọdé máa ń kúnlẹ̀, ó máa ń tẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àgbà sọ̀rọ̀ ní. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé wá rí bàbá mi? Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé àwọn Fúlàní darandaran nǹkan tó ń fojú àwa ọmọ Yorùbá rí.
Àtàwọn àgbẹ̀ wa.
Ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó. Àwa wò pé 2023 election ló ti ń bọ̀ yìí. Kí la lè ṣe tí election yìí tí òfin ní wáyé? Kò ṣe pé a fẹ́ bá wọn jà. Bàbá mi ṣe ní 1914 amalgamation. Ó ní àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ kan táwọn bàbá ńlá bàbá wa ti gbé. Sá.
Ẹ kọjú síbí. Must be.
Ìmẹ́díà media ẹ wá báyìí ní ẹ̀kẹ́ with voice and everything. Ṣé wá rí bàbá mi ṣe rí ìyàtọ̀ fi ń jà àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ó ti pọ̀ jù wà láìtàláì ìyà yẹn ti pọ̀ jù even gan ọmọ tó wà nù tí wọ́n ti bí sáyé ó mọ̀ pé àwọn Fúlàní fìyà jẹ wá. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ẹ máa testify sí bàbá.
ká máa jẹ́rìí.
Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí a máa jẹ́rìí. Bàbá mi Inspector General of Police kọ́mọ olúborí. Comptroller General of Custom ńkọ́. Chief of Armed Staff. Ẹni tó ẹ̀dì gbogbo nǹkan ogun lẹ̀ yìí. Fúlàní. Anthony General. Ẹni tó jẹ́ adájọ́ àkọ́kọ́ ní gbogbo Federal Republic of Nigeria. Fúlàní. President wa. Fúlàní. Gbogbo àwọn ibi tó jẹ́ bí agbára ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà. Fúlàní ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ló dé fà tí wọ́n fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀? Nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba alẹ́ bàbá wa mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Òfin tí a lè ń practice ńlẹ̀ yìí ló ń pè ní democracy.
Lẹ́ǹkan sí while we're waiting for the signal.
Nílùú democracy majority carry the vote ni wọ́n máa ń sọ.
It's all about the signal on the other side of the globe. Ẹ wo environment táwọn bàbá wa ń gbé. Ẹ wo ìyà táwọn bàbá wa ń jẹ. Ṣé irú life tí ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ ká continue lélẹ́yìí? It's back again.
Tó bá wá níbẹ̀.
And this is why we must say no to 2023 election. Okay? We will allow that to continue. And to bá fẹ́ wò, I'm going to put the link there while we come back to the main broadcast here. We can only appreciate it. Let me come down quickly to this video I saw of Omoyele Sowore with Kingsley Moghalu. Let us watch that. Let's watch this.
We get that point, but very quickly before I take it to Kingsley Moghalu in Abuja studio, you say you will make minimum wage 100,000.
That's right.
Government is still finding it difficult to decide whether it should be 24 or 25.
Because government's priority is not to pay workers, it's to pay themselves. Do you know how much a senator earns? A senator earns a salary of 2,076 Nigerian workers, because an average Nigerian worker is collecting $38 per month. An average Nigerian senator is taking on 540 million naira.
To take the money from the politician?
No. Okay. We will definitely not be paying them illegal wages, because a senator is not entitled to 13.7 million naira as allowance. But the truth is that you have enough in this country to serve everybody.
I hope you know that you will need the backing of them.
Ṣẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ yẹn, only we have enough to go around everybody. But do you know the reason why it's not going around everybody? It's because they've been able to suppress those everybody. Àwọn tó yẹ kó sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn tó yẹ kó ní ohùn láti fi bá ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀, ìjọba ti suppress wọn. And this was before the election of that 2019, when Sowore was going around. I want us to finish hearing it, and then we will continue with the conversation.
The National Assembly.
We will need the backing of the National Assembly, but we most importantly need the backing of the Nigerian people to do any project, because the National Assembly does not or will not own Nigeria or Nigerians. Nigerians own the National Assembly, and that is the reason why it is important that we start paying attention to our workers. There's nobody in the world that can live on 18,000 naira wage.
And that is what Nigerians are living on. Even the 30,000 naira Tony Koson, they refuse to pay it. So what I'm going to quickly do is remember this video. We're going to leave it like that. Then I'm going to come back quickly to another video that popped up again that I saw. Once again, a very good afternoon to those of you that have joined us. and as we continue to educate and enlighten millions of Nigerians on so many reasons why we must not allow 2023 election again in that fraudulent country called Nigeria. Just bear with me. I want to bring that video. I think that video might not be here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to prepare that video while we continue to watch this.
Nobody. But we are doing that disservice to ourselves, and we are defending it, by claiming that where will you get the money from? The question is that there is money, there's enough money in this country. Let me give you one example. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, State Minister for Petroleum Resources, Kachuku, revealed on national TV that they lost $60 billion to not taking royalties for certain oil companies that have been around in the business for 10 years because of a lacuna or a loophole in a law. And what we are proposing to pay workers is just $1.5 billion every year. If we do it for 100,000,
Kingsley,
just that for 60 billion, everybody is still doing very well. But you have incompetent leaders, you have people with no capacity, you have people with no innovative ideas. You can't move this country anywhere.
Let's take it to Kingsley.
And you had him there. You cannot move Nigeria as it is because Nigeria itself is a crime scene. But so many Nigerians are still believing. Let's come back out. Let's come back out for now while I get that video ready. You will also have opportunity to join the broadcast in terms of calling in. But one thing I want us to remember is we cannot savage Nigeria anymore. For those of you that are saying you want to fix Nigeria, you would have to allow your life to be taken away from you. You might not literally agree with us, like I always say. But one thing we all know is Nigeria has failed because it was a union that was forced together on us. Kò ń ṣe pé ó mú àwa lọ́kàn lánàá fẹ́ ṣe Nigeria. No. It was forced on us in 1914. Until date, that is why there's so many crises. That is why there's no database to indicate everybody in Nigeria. And I've got that video I'm looking for. Let's turn the screen again. It is the 17th of December, 2021. The local time here is exactly 9 minutes to 2 p.m.
Befitting mansions built for them by the state government in their state capital and either in Lagos or Abuja. And the minimum recommended is a 5-bedroom house. Then furniture allowance for befitting furniture of the aforementioned property, and this furniture will be changed every 3 to 4 years. 100 million as gratuity, 100% of current basic salary of the incumbent and deputy, that is full salary for former governor for life. Brand new Jeeps and Hiluxes, which will be replaced every 3 years, 300% basic salary for car maintenance, 300% of basic salary for utilities, NEPA, water, 5 million monthly to pay for steward, cook, driver, personal aid, and security.
You can see why Sowore say that we have the money, but the money, remember that video I just played earlier, that Sowore was telling us that the money is in the country, but rather than the money being used for every Nigerian, that is what they've been doing with all the money that is meant for every Nigerian.
Female security is also required for spouses. 100% of basic salary for entertainment. Medical allowances within the country and overseas for an unspecified number of family members for life. And it even applies to those who have more than one wife.
And that is your one nasty contraction called Nigeria. Let's come back to the broadcast again. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to those of you that have joined us from different parts of the globe. Let us be honest with ourselves. Everybody knows and agrees that there's a problem in Nigeria. But what people don't want to agree is we should go back to where we were before that amalgamation of Nigeria. People know that there's a lot of fault, in the system. It doesn't matter whatever sector you touch on. So my question then is, can we fix Nigeria going into 2023 and then another 4 years of 8 years of whoever, whether it's APC, PDP? Some say Rome was not built in one day. Some say you cannot put a full stop. How do we solve all the problems? The debt that Nigeria is owing. How do we divide so many things? That are very, very easy. There was a country called USSR. For those that knows USSR then. Let's take you back to that journey of the USSR. Once again, a very good afternoon. USSR, the Soviet Union, officially the Union of the Soviet Socialist Republic, was a socialist state that spanned Syria during its existence from 1922 to 1991. So what happened in 1991? What took place in 1991 of this powerful Soviet Union that was there from 1922? It was nominally a federal union of multiple national republics, just as we have Nigeria today. Just as Nigeria has been put together in 1914, first on us. Soviet Union that was founded on the 30th of December 1922, just as Nigeria was founded in 1914. But something miraculous happened in 1991. You can see from that conversation right there. That was when Soviet Union was dissolved on the 26th of December 1991. So in another couple of days from today, those that have left Soviet Union have their own country. I'm going to tell you how many countries came out of it. They are now more powerful, more better off than you that is still in Nigeria, because Soviet Union today. If I tell you as an example, let's look at some of the countries. What countries were in USSR? Or how many countries came out of it? What was the USSR and which countries were in it? Let's look at this. Once again, a very good afternoon. So you are looking at Soviet Union. So we're going to look at it. From 1922 to 1991. How many years was that? For those of you that have a very good maths knowledge. From 1922 to 1991. Omotobini 1991. As at then, better off than being part of that USSR. USSR was very powerful, just as so many of you say, oh, you cannot fight Nigerian government because Nigerian government was powerful. We are not saying we want to fight the government, but we can enlighten and educate our people to the extent that they will decide whether they still want the 2023 general election or they want us to leave that contraction called Nigeria. The whole and the last leader of the USSR was President Gorbachev. Thank you very much, Olatunji Awofeso. Those are probably people that knows that area very well. So, well, we have been part of Nigeria. Why should we leave Nigeria? Àwọn tó wà nínú USSR. Why do you think they left USSR? Kí ló dé tó ṣe jókòó sínú USSR and continue to be USSR? Because they were not comfortable to be part of the USSR. According to this article that was put together and updated on the 2nd of August 2019, the USSR was founded in 1922, I beg your pardon. Let me increase the font a little bit so that you can read along with me. And I guess we have a very good front now. So, èyí tí ẹ jókòó síbì kan tẹ́ ń try láti condemn àwọn tó ń ṣe movement tẹ́ ń sọ pé no, you cannot divide Nigeria, you cannot disintegrate Nigeria. We agree, but in 1991, I'm sure so many Nigerians, I mean, I know how old I was and what age and what class I was in 1991. And some of these Nigerian politicians of today, they are older than us, so they must not tell us that they are not aware of a country called USSR. If they are not aware, I am telling them now. Somebody say, Kamaruddin, yes, I'm right now in Georgia, Eastern Europe. Tbilisi part of Russia. So as we are speaking right now on this live broadcast, somebody is somewhere in Georgia, in the Eastern Europe. Tbilisi is part of Russia. So if anybody is telling you that it cannot work, we cannot divide Nigeria, just remind them that in 1991, the USSR was very powerful in numbers. Let me show you. Let's leave this part and I'm going to show you again USSR. I want to show you how powerful and what was their population as at that time. The population of USSR. Let's see if we can get all those information out. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. Let's go back one step again. I need the population before population. Okay, I have a statistics here. As at 1991, nígbà tí USSR máa divide, the population was 293 million. So if Nigeria is going to divide this year and with 200 million, in another 10 years, people will be using Nigeria as well as a case study, just as we are using USSR today. If you have not heard about this before, I am telling you today that there was a country once called USSR. It was a very powerful country as at 1991. Those of you that knows the math, what is the difference between now and 1991? How many years between now and 1991? What is the interval? So if anybody is telling me now that, Koiki, you are wasting your time trying to break up Nigeria, I said, that's fine. But in 1991, there was a country that dissolved called USSR. And so many countries came out of it. And they are still living very better. I mean, they might have their problems. We are not saying that they will not have issues, but we are saying that at least they went back to where they are before the join of USSR in 1922. So, ẹ má jẹ́ kí bàbá kan kó jókòó sí inú abúlé kan tó rò pé òun wà ní Nàìjíríà, because every part of Nigeria is abúlé, even in Lagos. The Lagos that you love so much is not developed because we are backwards. So if anybody is telling you 2023 will solve the problem, it is because they are not aware that we can become better off than Nigeria. And let me just quickly show you. 30 years ago, thank you very much. Thank you. Fáwọn tó ń fún mi ní numbers yẹn. So 30 years ni ọmọ tó bí ní 1991. The question tó yẹ kó máa bí rẹ ni pé, those of you that were giving birth in that same country called Nigeria in 1991, you are better off now to be in any part of the country that came out of USSR than being in Nigeria. So you are better off to leave the offshore of Nigeria and go and stay in any of those countries that came out of USSR. And I'm going to tell you those countries in just about a few minutes. So don't let anybody in Nigeria tell you that we are the one creating a problem for Nigeria. We are only trying to solve the problem that has been kept together to suppress you as a Nigerian that wants to go outside and do more scholarship education, but you don't have the fund. You want to go out of Nigeria, you need a visa today to South Africa, you are denied a visa, and you are meant to be a big buffoon giant elephant that should have helped you with your passport. I'm not talking about getting a visa to UK. Try to apply for a visa to South Africa. Why should Nigerians be applying for visa to South Africa in the first place? If Nigeria was a very good country that is working, why should we, kí ló dé tí a ṣe láti máa gba visa lọ sí South Africa? This is what Chief Sunday Igboho is fighting for. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. This is what those that want a better life is fighting for. But rather, more Nigerians are ready to pick up the drums, put on the outfit of PDP, APC, and start campaigning for them, and then you don't have access to good hospital should you have emergency in the middle of the night. So anybody telling you that Nigeria cannot break, tell them that there was a country that was formed in 1922. So let's go into the history. The Union of the Soviet Socialist Republic, also known as USSR or the Soviet Union, consisted of Russia, which is still in existence today. Oh, Russia is still trying to put its veto, its muzzle around Ukraine. But the international community is telling him that if you make that effort, we will back up Ukraine. Russia might be powerful. I'm not disputing that. But what we are saying is, and 14 surrounding countries. So if Nigeria needs to break to 14 pieces, so be it. It doesn't matter. At least we will all have a better life. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. A ní àwọn ọmọ àlè Yorùbá tó pọ̀. There's no doubt about that. Àwọn tí Fúlàní ti bá ìyá wọn sùn. There's no doubt about that. And we have them. There are so many of them. And I'm going to show you one of them just now. Ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Àwọn ọmọ àlè Yorùbá tí Fúlàní ti bá ìyá ẹ̀ sùn. Because tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, à ń sọ pé ká dá dúró. Ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni o máa fojú ẹ̀wọ̀n nísìn. I'm sure kò ní ná níbi tó wà. Ìyá ẹ̀ tó bí kò gba pension. Àwọn ọmọ àlè Yorùbá wọ́n pọ̀ láàrin wa. And one of them is this. His name is Omitade Oloko Oluwasegun Abdulkabiru ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni. So when you see people like this and they put all these comments, come back home, you say come back home and continue your madness. Èmi ò ṣe madness, ìwọ lọmọ àlè Yorùbá. Oh no, entrepreneur, building contractor and estate management. 419, you better be careful with people like this. That's why I bring your face out. So if you are not careful with all these 419 Awusa Fulani tó ti wà láàrin wa, right? You can see his face there. Once upon a time, an angel held my hand. Angel Oshiwolo held the hand of man. Ẹ̀rí fan tó wà nínú ilé yàrá ẹ̀. Ẹ wo gbogbo inú ilé tó ń gbé. Look at it. At least you can see my face. Ẹ wo ṣé lélele. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ti burglary mọ́ rẹ̀ mọ́nú ilé ó gbàgbádá sọ́nù ọmọ àlè Yorùbá. Ẹ̀rí pé ọmọ àlè Yorùbá lélẹ̀. Ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni. Ó kágbádá sọ́rùn. Ẹ̀rí bó ṣe kágbádá sọ́rùn. But nínú ilé yẹn nísìn, ẹ wo iron steel tó fi tirẹ̀ mọ́nú ilé. Ẹ bá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọmọ àlè Yorùbá yìí pé kí ló dé tó ṣe lo iron steel tó fi tirẹ̀ mọ́nú ilé. Ẹ wo gbogbo inú pálọ̀ yẹn bó ṣe rí. Ẹ rí pé fáànù yẹn kò ró òbí kan kò síná nínú pálọ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé picture yìí nígbà tó ń yà ó yẹ ká rí tẹlifíṣàn yẹn kó tanná. Ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni. So ó ní kémi padà wá sílé kí wọ́n continue madness ni. But ọmọ àlè Yorùbá ni. But this is not a Yorùbá man. Fúlàní lélẹ́yìn. Àwọn Fúlàní tá a sọ pé ó ti wà láàrin wa lélẹ́yìn. Ó kàn ń jẹ́ orúkọ Yorùbá ni. Ó pe rẹ̀ ní kíní kan Olúwaṣẹ́gun. But ó tún pe rẹ̀ ní Kàbírù. Àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. How can you be living in Nigeria? Oh, tọ́nà sínú ilé, o wá ń làágùn, ẹ o bó ṣe ń làágùn yòyòyò. Lọ sí Dubai, àwọn èèyàn máa ń tan air condition ní wọ̀ kí n tan fan because Dubai is very hot. Ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni, these are the people that are with us now. Gbogbo yín la sì máa sọ tàtàrà wa tá a bá débi tá à ń lọ. It's just a matter of time. Everybody láti jọ máa sọ tàrà wa. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram. I mean, you know, only come back home. Come and start your madness. Why should I come and start the madness? The madness is in Nigeria because the madness killed 17 people in Ojodu. The madness is in Nigeria because the madness killed people in NSAS. So why should I come back home? Ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. And we have them like that. I mean, how can he be living in a house where he has not switched on the television to take a picture and the fan is abonjade loni? And look at the environment. Kò paint inú ilé yẹn gan. And we have them like that all over the place. You know? And you can see him there. Ó dẹ̀ náà ń ṣe management. Ó ń ṣe kinní kan. 419. You can look at him there. You know? Ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó wà nínú yàrá. Tá máa ṣe nísìnyí àwọn máa ṣe ojú wọn ni. Cherry, you can tell the Nigerian Diaspora Muslim Forum 2021. Àwọn wọn Nigeria nìyẹn, ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni o. Cherry, àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, and there are so many of them like that. So we continue with the program. Torí pé mo block ẹ, so mo fẹ́ kó gbọ́ pé ìwọ ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. So if you think I'm going to block you, I'm not going to block you. So, but at least bí wọn náà ṣe ń rojú mi, mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn náà rojú tiẹ̀. So I'm sure pé bàbá ẹ̀ tó bí nísìnyí, bàbá ẹ̀ ò tí gba pension tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ true Yorùbá ni. Ó ní I'm an entrepreneur, what kind of building contractor are you? 419 Abdulkabiru, 419 Fulani man. Ẹ jẹ́ máa careful, eléyìí ní sàn máa bá ọmọ wa sùn, á máa bá ọmọ rí Yorùbá sùn. Ẹ dẹ̀ rí pé Yorùbá lélẹ̀. So let's leave him there. Let's come back to the conversation. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò. Now, as we are saying, the USSR, which we have the Russia and the 14 surrounding countries, the USSR territory stretched from the Baltic states in the Eastern Europe. Bí Alagbawa ṣe sọ lẹ́ǹkan. Yeah, people like him are afraid of breakup, knowing they will never be welcome in Yoruba nation. Ọmọ, gbogbo la máa ṣàlàyé kankan. Oh, kò sí bó ṣe lè gbé ní UK tí wọ́n ní mú ẹ̀. I don't know who you are. Kódà kó wọlé látòrí omi, wọ́n máa mú ẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀, it's just a matter of time. Nǹkan kan ló máa ṣe tọ́lọ́pàá máa fi dẹ́ dúró. Let's continue. Now we are talking about Russia. Before that, you know, ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn tó kó divert to her. USSR, just as Nigeria, was formed in 1922, 5 years after the Russian Revolution overthrew the monarch of Nicholas II. Again, Nigeria, tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí náà. So let me now open Nigeria because mo fẹ́ máa fi ṣe comparison. The difference between these is Nigeria was also formed. Let's put Nigeria so that a lè gbé jáde ìdáfẹ́. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀. We're talking about the 1914 amalgamation. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tí wà lórí Instagram o. You know. So now, for those of you that do not understand, in 1914, the southern Nigeria was joined with the northern Nigerian protectorate to form a single colony of Nigeria. Why? What was the purpose? Because the economic reason of Great Britain. That was the reason of KOIKIMEDIA. Just as Russia here, there was a revolution. That revolution overthrew a monarch. Vladimir Lenin was one of the leaders of the revolution and was the first leader of the USSR until his death in 1924. The only difference among our own is the Great Britain, the British, put that 1914 on us using their governor administrator known as Lugard. And you all remember, I took you to Lugard House. Let's quickly find it. Ola Yomi Koiki Lord Lugard. I should have it on Google. Lugard House. I've been there before. I showed you that house before. Let's look at the image. Okay, that is him there. But I want to see if I can get the house in London. If not, or let's do KOIKIMEDIA. But that's Lugard. We all know who he. So when Taban sọ pé Lugard was representing Great Britain as their governor níjọ́ náà long. Yeah, that's it. Internet ò kí ń parọ́. He lives at Rutland Gate. And that is my picture there in front of Lugard. Okay, ó tẹ̀ wá lórí website wa. Okay, that's better. So you can see yourself now. So Tabandaru called Lugard. The only difference is Lugard was working on behalf of the British government in Nigeria. Okay, we'll make a join these Hausa people, Fulani people with the Yoruba people and the Igbo people. And that's how we become one Nigeria today. So if you have not heard that story before, this was how we become that country called Nigeria today. And this is where he was living. He lived here before 1914. Lugard. The whole place is transformed now. We've done a video around that area. And you can tell that even an average Nigerian, anyone Nigeria today, cannot live in this particular location. You know why? Because they are very, very expensive. Maybe some few Nigerians that are doing very well. But majority of those that will be living there are those that have stolen money and your wealth from Nigeria. Because these are properties that are quite expensive. It's an expensive area, very close to Knightsbridge. So let's come back to USSR. Where are we? Yeah. So, during his existence, the USSR was the largest country by the area in the world. It included more than 8.6 million square miles, about 22.4 million square kilometers, and it stretched about 6,800 miles, which is about 10,000 kilometers. I'm sure those of you that understand, these, kilometer, blah, 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 miles, you understand what I'm talking about. From the Baltic Sea in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east, the capital of the USSR was Moscow, which is also a modern Russia capital city. I say good afternoon to my mother that have just joined the broadcast as well. Just as so many of you, I welcome you all as we are educating ourselves and giving those reasons why we should not think about 2023. Look, we can easily start all campaigning for no election. But the more you are saying you want one Nigeria, the more one Nigeria is going to have more problem as we continue now after 2023. It doesn't matter how long. Nigeria will continue to have hiccup. And I'm sure you all know what that means. So let's continue. The decade after Stalin saw some reforms of his brutality, but the Communist Party leaders became wealthy on the backs of the people, just as so many people are wealthy. Oh, we have so many of them. You know all their names, even if I don't mention their names. You know that people were making money out of the crude oil of Nigerians, because that crude oil is meant to be for all Nigerians, but only a certain amount of people have been making the milk of it, and they are giving back to the society in the little. How can you say you are giving a refinery, a crude oil refinery, to an individual? Not refinery, oil block. Moriembe Akanji, my brother, all the way in Kenya. Wow, my brother, Victor. I will not mention the last name so that nobody is going to look after him. Moriembe Baba, thank you very much. We all love Nigeria at some point, don't get me wrong. Oh, we love Nigeria, we love the weather, we love the food. But now you just start realizing that, wow, Does Nigeria love me? Ǹjẹ́ Nigeria nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe nífẹ̀ẹ́? Ǹjẹ́ Nigeria nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe nífẹ̀ẹ́? Yes, China is getting worried about the loans given to Nigeria. They are now trying to send investigators to come and check about bandits and Boko Haram. A very good afternoon to everybody that is watching. Look, we are not having any problem with those that disagree with us, but we just want us to start having a second thought around it. Okay, if Nigeria was working for 61 years, ó jẹ́ ká ti rí benefit of Nigeria. If truly Nigeria was working, àmọ́ bí àwọn boys wa ṣì wà ní ibi tó ti ń ṣe awareness wọn. And you can just tell the environment. You can tell easily, okay, wọ́n ti parí ẹ̀. Maybe the internet was giving them hiccup. Go and support mass burial for the job they are doing. His number is there. Go on his page. Call them. Era data fún wọn. Ẹ fún wọn ní transportation fee. Ẹ̀yin ò lè ṣe, àwọn tó lè ṣe jẹ́ kó ṣe. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn ìlànà ló máa support wọn ni. Bó jẹ́ global directorate ni. Bó jẹ́ YSN. We need the campaign to start going into the rural area, and that was what they did here. And if you look at where ẹ wo bí tí ẹ jẹ́ kí èmi pọ̀ sí ìfọ́nà sọ. Ẹ wo bí táwọn èèyàn wá ń gbé. Ẹ wo environment in 21st century. Àwọn èèyàn ṣì ń figi bamboo. Ẹ wòran. And this is why the Fulani terrorists can easily invade this area and nobody will know for like 3-4 days. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo bí táwọn èèyàn wá ń gbé after 61 years. Ẹ jẹ́ àgbọ̀n kan tí mass burial ń sọ.
Tí yóò bàbá dá dúró, téèyàn bá ṣàìsàn, kó jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbé lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn ọ̀fẹ́.
Ṣé n tó sọ yẹn, ṣé irọ́ ló ń pa ni? Béèyàn bá sick, bí Tinubu náà ṣe sick, kò sẹ́ni tó lè sick. But ó yẹ kí Tinubu náà mọ̀ pé àwọn ìyá wa kan wà nínú Ọ̀ṣun state, wọ́n wà ní Ògùn state, wọ́n wà ní Kogi state, wọ́n wà l'Ékòó, wọ́n wà ní Ọ̀yọ́, wọ́n wà ní Èkìtì, wọ́n wà l'Ondo that needs that same medical assistant táwọn náà lọ sí London tó lọ ń gbà. We don't want to be part of a country that is not helping anybody. We want to stand on our own so that we can help our people. Ẹni tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí bí ẹni tó sick ni, I don't know.
Ẹ̀yàn kọ́ ọ̀kẹ́ ìjọba Yorùbá lásán, ó jẹ́ kó ní àǹfààní sí ìlera ọ̀fẹ́.
Ṣé n tó sọ yẹn tó pọ̀ jù ni? But the only reason why we are not getting all this is because we are trapped in a country called Nigeria that has literally made life miserable for millions of Nigerians. Ẹ wo ọmọ tó pa sí Côte d'Ivoire. Tinu, was that name Tinu? Moriembe Adekunle Adepoju. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ tí ń wọlé, tẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níbi iṣẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn wà ní Nàìjíríà náà. They love to do the same job that we are doing. Kó jẹ́ kó fọbọ́ ni, kó jẹ́ kó gbálẹ̀ ni. But they cannot even get that job. So we are not good in Nigeria. We are better to leave Nigeria on its own. So just for me to quickly give you these about USSR. What we now know is these are the countries. These are the countries that came out of USSR. Once again, we say no to 2023 general election. You don't have to agree with it. Emma Binu, mo first start to Instagram here. You know, Instagram only gives us, 40 minutes. So every time it's finished, and we have people that are watching us as well on Instagram. He will only turn back around in a plane. Common breaks out among Nigerians on the plane after the pilot allegedly delayed flight for hours because he doesn't like a passenger. You know, Lori Sahara reporter. 2 men and a crime scene in Nigeria. Crime scene. Good afternoon to those of you that have joined us in all over the world. Now, in 1991, countries came out of USSR. You are better off to be in those countries today than to be in Nigeria that you love so much. What are the countries? Of the 15 constituent republics of the USSR, 3 of these countries declared and were granted independence a few months preceding the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991. Àwọn mẹ́ta declare independence, and they were granted. So if at some point during this our movement we decided to declare that Yoruba nation, heaven is not going to fall. Let me tell you that. Heaven will fall. So if you think that heaven will fall, you are joking. It's a direct call, that's why I'm picking it. There might be no hello caller. Okay, then you test the number and testing. Let's go back into this conversation. Sherif Ele, Urimofe Kamalu, Pupo, Kamafi defend the Nigeria cannot break. Again, I'll tell you the population before the dissolve of the USSR in 1991. What about Nigeria law? USSR as at 1991 was 293 million people. So don't let anybody fool you. Don't let any educated Nigerians tell you in Tanshe yi, Yoruba nation yen. People think that we have already got a nation. So if everything is not, done properly, does not mean that when we get to Yoruba nation, it will not be done properly. It will be done properly by every single one of us. Àwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà nísìnyí bí àwọn Adékúnlé tó bá fẹ́ vote wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn máa wọ́n lè lọ síbi polling unit ọ̀kọ́ send sí wọn just as it's done in UK. Bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn ṣe ẹ máa wo gbogbo àwọn media yẹn ni wọ́n kò àwọn agitator yẹn ni wọ́n kò ìyẹn lẹ wá ń torí ẹ̀ pé ká má gba Yorùbá nation. Gbogbo táwọn ń ṣe yìí nísìnyí is just the awareness and don't expect everything to be perfect. Wọ́n ṣe bá wọn bá sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ṣe bá wọn kinní kan sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, wọ́n ṣe kinní kan. Tá bá ti gba Yorùbá nation, gbogbo yẹn máa training oríṣiríṣi máa wà fún everybody. Àtàwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀, àtẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa. Let's look at the countries that came out of USSR. The time is exactly 25 minutes past 2. Of the 15 constituent republics of the USSR, 3 mẹ́ta nínú wọn wọ́n declare independent few months kó tẹ̀ tó di pé Soviet Union máa collapse. The remaining 12 did not become independent until the USSR fell completely on December 26, 1991. That's about 30 years ago. So don't let anybody tell us that Yoruba nation is not possible. Don't let any kings. Ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn ọba kankan sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá nation no possible. Ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn politician kankan sọ fún yín pé kò possible. Àwọn look after ara wọn ni lọ́n ṣe ń sọ pé kò possible. They know it is possible. They know it is workable. They know the Yoruba'S can have and compete with the world. We can build a very fantastic airport. We can build the infrastructure, the industry. We can develop our people. We can put our people on the map of the world. We can send people to the space. We can do and undo so many things that will be better off. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Estonia granted independence in September 1991 and is not a member of the CIS. Georgia withdrew from the CIS in May 2005. Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Latvia granted independence in September 1991 and is not a member of the CIS. Lithuania granted independence in September 1991 and is not a member of the CIS. Moldova, formerly known as Moldavia, Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, Uzbekistan. So, àwọn olówó sọ fún yín pé we cannot stand on our own. Tabadaduro. Ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ọlọ́pọlọ pípé. Àbí báyìí láì náà ilé àgbọn nǹkan nìyẹn. Ìbò ni view mi.
Ìran ọmọ Yorùbá ọlọ́pọlọ pípé. Ọ̀mọ̀wé ń bẹ, àgbẹ̀ ń bẹ, iṣẹ́ ọnà ń bẹ, kákónimọ́ra. Kákọ́nilé, káléni sí. Kásọ̀rọ̀ tútù tó yọbi lápò. Òwe ìbáwí. Òwe ìkìlọ̀. Òwe ìwúrí. Ọ̀rọ̀ bá sọnù. Àkàlò èdè ń kọ́. Ibi gíga. Ibi gíga.
Wọ́n mọ̀ pé tẹnitẹni tàkísà níta. Tiwa ni olóyè Sunday Ìgbòho òòṣà ní tiwa. Àkísà aṣọ tá a pa tìṣègùn lépọ́ pẹ́ bóyá yóò wúlò fónílé. Ìgbòho kì í ṣe ọ̀daràn. Ó ya níbi ìwọ́de alálàáfíà fún pípè fún ìtúsílẹ̀ olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho òòṣà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jáde ká ṣèwọ́de ká fìfẹ́ hàn sí olóyè Sunday Ìgbòho. Yóò wáyé ní Embassy of France to the United States ní 4101 Reservoir Road, NW Washington DC 21007 ní ọjọ́ kẹtàdínlógún oṣù kejìlá ọdún yìí láti aago méje òwúrọ̀ sí aago kan ọ̀sán 17th December 2021 láti 7 a.m. sí 1 p.m. lọ́jọ́ yẹn kan náà yóò tún wáyé ní Benin Republic Embassy ìyẹn 2124 Kalorama Road, NW Washington DC 20008 láago méjì ọ̀sán sí márùn-ún rọ̀lẹ́ 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ìgbòho kì í ṣe ọ̀daràn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ṣèwọ́de alálàáfíà yìí láti fi hàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Prophet Ayọ̀délé Ológunlolúwa, Chairman for Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally Worldwide, ń sọ pé ó ti yá o. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ni +1803-846-1116. Sajudeen Adejamiu, akọ̀wé fún Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally Worldwide, +215-869-2966. Ó ti yá o. Ìgbòho òòṣà ó gbọ́dọ̀ rí ìtúsílẹ̀.
Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní ó dẹ̀ láti rí ìtúsílẹ̀. No doubt about that. It must be free. Thank you very much, for that information, Mr. Babawa Olatunji. Remember, I was looking at this and I couldn't understand what CIS was meaning, but I've now been told it's Commonwealth of Independent State. So, don't let anybody deceive us that we cannot become a country, a nation of our own, and compete with the world. It doesn't matter what you are being told. It doesn't matter what you are listening to from different platforms, especially those that disagree with us. It's because they know that is the truth. It is the only way out. It is the only option. It is the only best opportunity for us now to let them go and let us start thinking of how we can fix, the problem. And that is why we are saying that we are better off to leave. Yeah? Oh, thank you. Yes? Okay, I'm coming. Where's Mujib? Okay. All right, I'm coming. I'm coming and give it to you now. Okay? I'm coming now, okay? If anybody's telling you that 2023 is our savior for Yoruba people, it's all lies. Tọ́ba sọ fún yín pé 2023 òun ló máa ran Yorùbá lọ́wọ́, òun ló máa liberate wa, òun ló máa sọ wá di èèyàn, irọ́ ni. Àwọn náà mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ló dé tó sọ yín di èèyàn tẹ́lẹ̀ before 2023? Ó ṣe jẹ́ nísìnyí ló fẹ́ sọ yín di èèyàn. Why now? Have you asked the question? At 3 o'clock, we bring the program to an end, even though we lost about 20 minutes of the time today. I'm not being sure. How many people think that 2023 will solve the problem? Even all the economics in the world knows that Nigeria is gone. All the elites, every single country is just trying to salvage whatever they can salvage out of Nigeria. So we open the phone line just for about 20 minutes and then, we can let's see if this caller wants to contribute. Okay, this is the problem we're having. We had that problem yesterday. Not sure why. +4475 94050 Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire. we need to just tell the people, USSR 30 years ago was divided, dissolved rather, or dissolve it. So if anybody's telling you we cannot dissolve this contraction, tell them it's all lies. And everybody knows that. But I think our people love that, afẹ́fẹ́re election. People will get something, olúkálùkù ṣàfi mọ tó lé ẹlòmíì fi gba mọ́tò, ẹlòmíì fi gba ọ̀kadà, ẹlòmíì fi gba ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́ta, ẹlòmíì kò fi gba cash. So everybody is just, trying to. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò lè ṣiṣẹ́. They know that. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Ẹ káàsán. Ọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn.
Àwọn kan wà àgbà òkè, àwọn kan wà àgbà dáadáa, àwọn kan wà àgbà ìkà, àwọn kan wà àgbà fún. Lẹ́yìn ó sì ń gbèsè. Ó ní ìgbà kan tó sọ pé kò fẹ́ fún ọmọdé sọ fún àwọn disciples rẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi?
Ń gbọ́.
Ó sọ fún àwọn disciples rẹ̀ pé Ọlọ́run sọ pé kí everybody ṣègbè orí ẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn wá dá lóhùn kí wọ́n wá wọ́n ọ̀hún dá lóhùn. Tó o bá tí wọ́n ò dá lóhùn tí wọ́n jókòó kan ìyàwó ẹ̀ wá sí káàkiri ìta. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ fún àwọn èèyàn kan ní ẹni tó wá fẹ́ dájọ́ fún yàn. Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ náà máa ń bọ̀ wù. Ìyàwó àtọ́ wípé wọ́n fọ́ lọ sí gbogbo irun orí ẹ̀ náà. Ó wá wò bí àwọn disciples jẹ wọn ní ṣe jẹ lórí ẹ̀ wọlé lọ́wọ́ lọ sí ìfúnnu ẹ̀. Ó dán òun wá bọ́ síta. Báwọn yẹn ṣe gbà ìbẹ̀rù tó dé gbogbo náà lọ sí. Ìdáṣe part ní orí ìtọ́lé ìṣòwò tè. Wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá kọ́ fẹ́ dájọ́ fún yọ̀ǹda sí ara ọ̀rọ̀ la máa ń bọ̀ wò. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ bí àwọn èèyàn tó wá jí pé abẹ́jà fún ọ̀rọ̀ wa àbí abẹ́gbà ọ̀rọ̀ wa lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ oppression. Ó lè ló bọ́wọ́ dì náà ẹ̀kọ́ tó dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé láti wọ́n lè kọ àwọn ọmọ tó ń pè ní àgbà dáadáa nìyẹn. Nígbà àwọn àgbà dáadáa tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nípa àwọn olóko sábà ẹ̀ bà jáde fún ìjà gbogbo ẹ̀ bà sọ̀rọ̀ fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ìgbà Yorùbá ẹ̀jà ọmọ Yorùbá Yorùbá which is one Yorùbá ẹ̀ pé wọ́n Yorùbá net wọ́n Nigeria net àwọn ó wà far better than Yorùbá net. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá dákẹ́dájọ́ adájọ́
Thank you very much. We'll still have the line open for maybe another 20 minutes and then we'll bring. Yes, the first president of Russia was Boris Yeltsin. Let me show you the picture. That was the first president of Russia. Not Boris Johnson. No. It might be nice to our Instagram. The phone keep. I'm going to have maybe something to hold it. Boris Yeltsin. Let me show you the image of what it looks like. So I want to need the first president of Yoruba land. The first president, whatever we're going to be using, prime minister, that's the guy. So possible. That's him there. Boris Yeltsin was a Russian and a former Soviet politician who served as the first president of Russia from 1991 to 1999. So who is telling you that Yoruba nation is just something that we are just shouting, it can never happen? If things fall apart, and Nigeria is going to fall apart, whether they like it or not. It doesn't matter how much you love Nigeria, it's going to fall apart. Ìgbà tó fẹ́ fall apart ni kọ́kọ́ mọ̀. But it will fall apart because people already are fed up of that contraction called Nigeria. It is a contraction. And we must not allow the next generation, àwọn tó bí ní 1991, in those regions, that's of anything, they are better off than you in Nigeria. And I've shown you that so many times. And I can prove it again. The number one capital poverty of the world, that is your country. Let me open my bookmark. and show you my work data clock. Where is it now? World poverty clock. I want the number 1. Big for nothing country. I pity those of you that wants to savage Nigeria. You're just going to kill yourself. That's the data. I'm sure this data is even gone up. And it will continue to grow. Does not mean that tí Yorùbá bá ṣe, it's going to drop down. 86 million of you are people living in extreme poverty. Do you know what that means? Extreme poverty. Ẹni tó ti jẹun tẹ́bi ń pa, ebi ń pa gan, kò lóúnjẹ. But lọ́kàn ẹni sí nígbà tó ti dárúkọ pé Yorùbá ló kàn, ó fi pé yẹn máa solve problem yẹn. Àwọn yẹn wà fún selfish interest wọn ni, not the interest of every Nigerian. It's just for their own selfish interest. Nigeria is the best poverty in the world. Poverty all over the country. You have about 43 million ọkùnrin, male. 43 million of you that your life should be better off. And about 42 million females. And 14% in the urban areas and 64% in the rural area. Just as mass burial was showing earlier. That's called the rural area. But a lot of you are more against those of us that are saying that we are better off to stand on our own. And that's the fact. You might not agree with us, but you know that that is the only way out. That is the best option. Earlier today, let me just pick that. I was showing you right inside my broadcast, the job center, how people get paid before the end of the year. Let's watch this. Do you know what that means? Àwọn tó máa sanwó fún àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà. Òun ni fídíò tí mo fi wọ̀nyí nígbà tí mo wà ní Job Center Plus. Can you see that? People get paid without knowing anybody. And those payments will get through their account. Èyí náà wò, wọ́n ní England, wọ́n ní Wales. Àwọn ò ṣe jẹ́ yọkan. Can you see the difference? England, Wales. But what kind of papọ̀? Thank you very much. African Confidential. What kind of name is that anyway? Mass burial. No, what it means is it says all those politicians. It's been around. Let me see if I can find out his video. Mass burial. He said gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ politicians were they must give them mass burial. That was how the name popped up. You probably didn't see that video then. Mass burial. Nigeria. Young. Let me see if this. That's him there. The video went popular. That's him. I found the video.
Hey, entrepreneur. Did you know you did
the copyright to this video?
an accounting software designed for your accounting?
We have many sources of income in Nigeria, and that if our leaders are honest and truthful and they are ready to work, Nigeria will be among the best countries in the world because we have what it takes. Our leaders are our problem. The only we are not having any problem in Nigeria. The only problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders.
That is where the name popped up. We need a mass burial for all our leaders. And that is the same young man that is now fighting heavily. Let's look for his video. He just recently. Let me come back here. The one we just showed you earlier. It was, he did his best under AAC, but is now involved with the Yoruba nation fully. Below one is in care. Video missing. Let me type it. It's one there. New work in the I shall love video missing now. Shouldn't be that far away. This video we just use this video. Let me go to watch. Okay, I will that. And that's that's him right there. Let me show you his beautiful picture. Very hardworking guy. So now let's watch that video again, where he said every one of them.
Many sources of income in Nigeria, and that if our leaders are honest and truthful and they are ready to work, Nigeria will be among the best countries in the world because we have what it takes. Our leaders are our problem. The only we are not having any problem in Nigeria. The only problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country. So that's it. Our leaders are our problem. We are not having any problem with our leaders. Our leaders, they are our problem. How can someone be, see? I don't even know what, because the issue is even annoying. How, even under normal circumstances, apart from their salary, they're not supposed to be giving them wardrobe allowance, all this allowance, all this allowance. What is the meaning of that? The money our leaders are collecting a month in some country of the world, some presidents are not collecting it in a year. I'm saying it publicly. So that's all. Someone even compensate me for talking and give me water.
And let's see that video he has just done today. Very hardworking guy. Support him, get in touch with him. Video to share, listen, sing, Osun State, lower by. On video one lang wo lenkan yen. And that's the same guy. That is mass burial. So everybody just started calling him mass burial.
So that because our material to Paul level.
Give them Yoruba War Congress Ilano. Poster YSL. Produce our kini in thousands. KOIKIMEDIA. No. We have a lot of organizations. Let them go and produce it. They have the template. So that's part of what everybody needs to do. So we're just about 30 minutes away before the end of this program this afternoon. I mean, enough materials. It's not very good at all.
So,
so that's him there. They're doing their own little best. I think we're watching it earlier. Why not? Environment in 21st century. So now, Shema reason to say 69%. Let me come back here. Shetiri environment here. Now let me show you the data. Ẹ mọ̀ pé data yẹn sọ pé 73 million in the rural areas. So the whole rural areas, 73 million people. Nítorí pé tẹ bá wo àwọn ibi tí mass burial lọ nísìn, ẹ rí 73 million. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo agbègbè yẹn, ẹ wo bó ṣe rí. Ṣé bó ṣe jẹ́ kí ilé ayé rí lélẹ̀ in 21st century? Ẹ̀yin náà no, bọ́ọ̀ tẹ̀ sọ fún yín, ta ló fẹ́ lọ ṣe investment sí bíbá? So that is why it's very easy for the Fulani terrorists to invade this community, kill as many people, and take people away. Ṣé àwọn eléyìí, ṣé àwọn tẹ̀ ń wò yìí, do they the dodo is hilarious. The leaders definitely need mass burial, but they are only part of the problem. The country itself is the problem, and it is dissolved completely. And that's why it's working fully as a Yoruba nation, media guy. On the ground, it's not, I mean, ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà yẹn tó jẹ́ ìsìn káàkiri nísìn, ó ní tẹ bá mọ̀ òun, àìmọye àwọn èèyàn ló máa dìde, so it doesn't matter. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo, let them produce more copies. Àwọn ló máa produce ẹ̀. Àwọn ló fẹ́ produce copies. Ṣé ọ̀fẹ́ ló máa ṣe copies ni? Ìlànà ó láti fún wọn ní a lot of materials. Yorùbá World Congress, Yorùbá, àwọn YSL, Global Directorate, all these organizations produce the volumes of all these materials and give it to the people. Koiki ought to need that to get involved in that, because at the end of the day, so that kó má di awuyewuye. Ẹ̀yin náà wo environment táwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìrè ń gbé, ẹ wo gbogbo agbègbè yẹn, kẹ́ wá compare sí all over the world. Ẹ wòran. And this is what we are saying. The reason for that is, ẹ̀yin náà wo, the data ò kí ń parọ́. Èmi kọ́ ni mo ṣe, èmi kọ́ ni mo kọ data yìí. And it has been like that as far back as 2016. This was 2016, 70 million. 65 million, about 56% in the rural areas. Ibo ló ń pè ní rural areas, gbogbo àwọn agbègbè wa, Akọ́lá Jimoh, gbogbo àwa Mùsùlùmí. Even the youth take over, they will end up becoming the same old people that are fighting now because the country was founded on impunity. You're right. So, let us not agree with another corrupt system of one Nigeria. We will not. Ẹ wo 2016 data. Ẹ já gbé lọ sí 2017. Nothing changed. Ó tún fi ń kún sí ni. Let's go to 2018. Ó tún lọ sókè. Let's go to 2019. Ó tún lọ sókè. And 2020, 84 million. So, well, Ilana says they're going to come up with one bank account. We're still waiting. YSM says they're going to come up with one account. Everybody's waiting so that they give us those accounts. We can help them to promote it, and then we can direct everybody to them so that if they need anything. So that's all I can say. We have been promised and promised and promised. So, yeah, division of labor need, I don't have to be involved, in printing materials and all that. Let, those organizations, run that through by next year. Let us have those materials. So, come on, your bank, Koiki, I needed this, I needed that. We just direct them to the right people. That's all. So, but if we don't do campaign, we will just continue to educate the people. Whoever can watch it live, they can watch it, repeat, they can download it. We can't do more than that. That's all we can do. It's a division of labor. So everybody has to play their role. I'm playing my role, and we're not tired, and we will never get tired. We will sacrifice all the days and the time to be online, even in the cold weather. Intimoshi Lawson was in a very cold weather, but it doesn't matter. So, Buba organization is saying, let them come together and do the needful for us so that our people can go into the villages. By next year, our politicians I mean, I was told that they're going to be having their rally and all that very soon. Akiobentewa ni Idiroko. Thank you very much for watching. All the way from Idiroko. Yes, the Yoruba National Post should be the biggest priority of Ilana Modua. We need to have watch of fund all our foot soldiers who are putting the work for us. Hopefully, maybe Ilana will come and give us an update on that. I don't know when, but as soon as we have that account from Ilana, from Professor Banja Pitoye, to say this is the account, we will bring it out and then we will promote it. Is that could disturb the support that people want to give my platform? It doesn't make any difference, that it's gonna no. That's a different thing. We need that single post. So that single post will go a long way. Without that single post, your guess is as good as mine. But that will not stop somebody like me to educate and bring those information that you need to know, and then allow people to call in, and we will continue like that, and we will continue to push, for Chief Sunday Igboho's release. So, Aneri Jubai Loni Osoin, like I said, I don't know what time I'll be on tomorrow. Probably maybe, I'm not sure what time the weekend is going to be because, with other activities. But Monday to Friday, like I said, 1 p.m. UK time to 3 p.m. UK time. It's going to be just 2 hours as we continue to educate ourselves. We're not going to get tired, but we expect all these organizations, to tighten up and give the people the right materials to do the right work. If we need the materials to need. Without the right materials, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And Lord Daddy anything, we need materials. Because materials, I want show material, I don't know. Yeah, look at the condition of the village. It's terrible. Very, very sad. This is what our people are living in. Our panico, let them suffer. But politicians will someone the bear, look at the environment. Even if we want to maintain our tradition and all that, you can tell that there's a lot of problem. She gas dey by. She feel with gas o dey no lay. Cause electricity, work of àpòná síbẹ̀ ni kò síná, wọ́n máa fẹ́ ra inú ooru burúkú in 21st century. And our people don't want us to upgrade everything. Imagine, look at the condition of the cities and villages of Yoruba land in 21st century. Enough is enough. We need to transform Yoruba land. Everywhere, the new market, B2B, to C, innovation. It's very painful to watch. Afenti nǹkan bá mú nígbà yẹ. People are sick.
Nípa Yorùbá ni wọ́n bá yọ ìyá mi tí kò sọ fẹ́ ilé ìwòsàn Yorùbá lásán ó jẹ́ kó ní.
Àwa ti sọ tiwa and we're not gonna back down. So let's see one more of these before we start winding down.
Ǹjẹ́ ni wọ́n mọ̀ pé tẹnitẹni tàkísà ní tààtàn tiwa ni olóyè Sunday Igboho òòṣà ní tiwa àkísà aṣọ tá a pa tìṣègùn lépọ́ pẹ́ bóyá yóò wúlò fónílé Igboho kì í ṣe ọ̀daràn ó ya níbi ìwọ́de alálàáfíà fún pípè fún ìtúsílẹ̀ olóyè Sunday Adéyẹmọ Igboho òòṣà ẹ jẹ́ ká jáde ká ṣèwọ́de ká fìfẹ́ hàn sí olóyè Sunday Igboho yóò wáyé ní Embassy of France to the United States ní 4101 Reservoir Road NW Washington DC 21007 ní ọjọ́ kẹtàdínlógún oṣù kejìlá ọdún yìí láti aago 7 òwúrọ̀ sí aago 1 ọ̀sán 17th December 2021 láti 7 a.m. sí 1 p.m. lọ́jọ́ yẹn kan náà yóò tún wáyé ní Benin Republic Embassy ìyẹn 2124 Kalorama Road NW Washington DC 20008 láago 2 ọ̀sán sí 5 rọ̀lẹ́ 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Igboho kì í ṣe ọ̀daràn ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ṣèwọ́de alálàáfíà yìí láti fi hàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Prophet Ayọ̀délé Ológunlolúwa Chairman for Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally Worldwide ń sọ pé ó ti yá o ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ní +1803-846-1116 Sajudeen Adejamiu akọ̀wé fún Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally Worldwide +215-869-2966 ó ti yá o Igboho òòṣà ó gbọ́dọ̀ rí túsílẹ̀.
Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ni whether they like it or not. So lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo wa pé a kú ọlá Jímọ̀ ẹni. We will not see it more than today. Tomorrow will be on, but I'm not sure exactly what time. But just keep an eye on the thread. We will be live on all our platforms: Instagram, Twitter, the Facebook. Yeah, it's very sad the way our people are living. They might not understand what we are saying, especially our Tawanita. We see all this benefit. It's not free, but we still have the benefit to make use of it as well. Let us all come together and say enough is enough. Thank you for those of you on Twitter. Help us to retweet it. Okay, artist, she tweet Waleni. Please make sure you continue to tweet hashtag President Talon Free Sunday Igboho. It is very, very important that we continue to use that hashtag so that the world can know that having Igboho there is not going to help them. They need to release him. He's not a criminal. He hasn't committed any offense. And that is why we are saying that President Talon. So let me quickly show you his handle. I think it will be worth to show us again. We will continue to remind ourselves that we're not going to stop tweeting President Talon. Hashtag Free President Talon Free Sunday Igboho. And then, as usual, we can attach whoever we want to also let them have a view of that as well. Whether it is, whoever we can think of, ECOWAS Parliament, Nigeria, UNPO, United Nations, UN Watch. So, let's share the same thing, and then you just tweet and pump is gone. Yes, we need to keep doing this to make it trend on a daily basis. I've done mine. You can do yours as well. And Tobani Twitter account, you can still put it on the comment section. We just need to keep it going. That's the most important thing. So, Yoruba'S, thank you very much, everyone. And join me again over the weekend. If I have the strength, as usual, we will do our late night broadcast. If otherwise, I'll be on definitely again tomorrow. Have a very good afternoon. Good evening from wherever you're watching. Let us also remind ourselves that is the scorecard of Nigeria. It is on number 3, the Global Terrorism Index. We are trying to get the key, but some people are diverting us to get the bread. Some of us might get the bread, but the bread will never survive every one of us. And as Nat Turner says, to 1,000 enslaved Melanitans, how many of you all want freedom? All the 1,000 say they wanted to be free. How many of you all are willing to do whatever it takes? Step forward. Only 900 of them stepped forward. Then he said, the first thing we must do is kill those 100 cowards standing behind us, because they are our biggest enemy. And I'm sure you understand the message. Bye for now.
Nick Bugley. Amalgamation in Nigeria, created by the enemy of black men. There, where the black never civilized. Location 9, that is what it is. The country where the leader said the people's glory. They turn their children to prostitute, and they turn boy children to terrorists. Now, terrorists gonna take over. Yoruba people say we know they do again. Say hold the true nation, that is what we want now. Freedom, 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 freedom. Who the fuck are gonna free us? Freedom, 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 freedom. Yeah.
Location náà ìlú Boko Haram, ìlú àwọn hush politician àti S-men. Fake promises every year, fake miracle everywhere, fake military anywhere. All the dry people wanna go, the Afro people wanna go. Location 419 need to break for freedom, 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 freedom. We need the freedom, 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 freedom. Free education and audio, good security na one chance. Over 100 million people don't poor. All my nigga need a job, they know they see work. They want to go to farm, full and near attack. Tell them baba yìí, amalgamation 418 expire. What expire láti 2014. So IG Emasu àsìkò ti tó láti jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ lẹ bàbá yìí. A fool at 60 is a fool forever.